Hi, Sarah Logue here on behalf of Team Logue and Remax Escarpment. I'm joined with the fabulous Mary Dilly, a name I must say that if I say it anywhere in Burlington Oakville, people know who it is.
Everybody knows who I am.
I know. And you're attached to a fabulous company, Downsizing Solutions.
Thank you.
We're just really excited to talk about the services you provide because we're in so many downsizers, right-sizers, people leaving the area that are constantly in the need of your services. And
Right.
I don't think that the general public really understand what you do or that you're even available.
Yeah. So one of the things that I've learned, I've been doing this for 5 years now, just 5 years. But one of the things that I've learned is anybody who lives in a house has stuff to be donated or downsized. And whether you're going to move in 2 years or 5 years or tomorrow, start it now. The worst thing, we just did a house with this lovely girl. Her dad had passed away, left her as executor. They hadn't spoken in a number of years. It was a hoarding situation. And as we were working with her, I said to her, "Are you okay? Like, are you okay today?" And she said, "I am trying to mourn my father." But she said, "I'm so mad at him right now because he left everything for me to clean up." So everybody has stuff to get rid of.
Right.
Even me. Even you, I bet. I want to come to your house.
Mine's very minimal.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. And the biggest challenge for people who want to move or have to move is they stop and they look in their house and they go, "Oh my God, what am I going to do with all this stuff?" So that's the first step.
Okay.
Call me. I'll come in. It's complimentary consultation.
Perfect.
I'll walk through the house with you. Always start in the basement and then the garage. And we talk about where you're moving. Do we have a floor plan? Can we make up the floor plan for you? What are you taking? I have a rule that if you have something that if you love this and you have to take it with you, we'll take it. But the other part of it is I'm going to tell you, you can't take the 2 couches. Which couch do you love the most?
Right.
So we come in, we pack you up. We take things for donation. I try and keep things out of the dump as much as I can.
Very good at that, and I love seeing our clients' belongings that they've cared for repurposed for someone who needs them.
Yeah.
And my clients love it, right?
Well, it's funny because it's always the dining room set.
Yes, always.
That's always the most emotional piece of furniture in the house. And I was talking to this man, and he said, "You know, I've got this 12-seater dining room table, 12 chairs, the great big hutch with the glass and the buffet." And he said, "I want you to sell that." And I said, "Listen, nobody wants it."
That's so sad.
But new refugees coming into Canada and women moving out of Halton Women's Place, they want that and they'll take good care of it.
Perfect.
And so he said, "But I paid this amount for it back in 1965. I got my calculator out. I said, "Do you know what this entire dining room has cost you a year, per year? $3.65 donated."
Right.
So we donated it to a family from the Ukraine, and they sent me a picture of all of them sitting around it with a big feast, and they had the big hutch with the Royal Daltons. It was just amazing.
So nice to hear.
Yeah, so we donate everything that we can.
Okay.
I have a free storage locker, access storage, and I've had it for 5 years. And
Incredible.
it's full. It's always full.
So once you go in and you've done the basement and you've done the garage and you've done the reality check of your dining room's not going to sell for $20,000,
Yeah.
what's the next step?
So then we prep the house for sale.
Okay.
And I do this with you all the time. And I used to follow your stager around the houses. I don't even need to do that anymore because I walk in and I say, "I know what's happening."
Right.
So we take down all the personal things. You don't want people walking through your house and seeing personal pictures.
No.
You don't want them seeing your kids' names on the wall.
No.
I even hide the knives and I hide the booze.
You know, because I like those things hidden. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah, so for sure. So we prep the house. I don't stage it. You bring in your stagers for free, as a matter of fact. And then you do the house. I move the people out.
Yep.
You sell the house. I come back in. I pack up the rest of the house and I clear out the house. So we're full service moving. I know the name is Downsizing Solutions.
Right.
I should have named it
Moving Solutions.
Downsizing and Moving Solutions.
Yeah.
But we do everything. And if you need a gardener, we've got a gardener. If you need a painter, we've got a painter. If you need
A cleaner.
a cleaner, I've got my cleaner at the house right now cleaning.
Right.
So we can do anything you need, and that's the best part about it because it's a small business. I own it. So if you say to me, if you have a request for something that's odd,
Right.
I can say, there's nothing that says I can't do that.
Right.
And my whole team, we're bonded, we're insured, we have criminal checks. We all did the COVID vaccinations. I don't ever want to talk about that again. So we can make it to fit exactly what your client needs.
I think that's the key right there. We've had you in a year before someone's moved, 2 years before someone's moved, 2 days before someone's moved.
Yeah, I don't like those.
No, it is great when we can get you in ahead of time. And I say this to people all the time, if you're planning a move, let's get you started early in the game. Because sometimes you're a waiting list for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath in your next residence, right? So you come in, you help them with the stuff that's so overwhelming. You help them with the family members that can sometimes be overwhelming.
Challenging.
You help them with that planning.
Yep.
You not only pack them up and decide what's moving into the new space, you set it up in the new space, right down to TVs on the walls, right?
My movers will hang the TVs and no other movers will.
And it's incredible. And so literally I can tell my client they don't have to lift a finger other than to point. Right? And it's a great strategy if you're concerned about how to make those next steps for your move. Or you just don't know where to start.
Yeah.
Right?
And when I move someone from a house to a house, so it's not to retirement living or apartment, but a house to a house, I like to get dinner in for them. I don't cook it, don't you worry about that. I order it and I bring it in, and then at about 3:30 I put it in the oven. So when they walk in the house about 5 o'clock at the end of the move day, where they've been gone all day, getting their nails done or their hair or whatever, dinner's in the oven and they smell it when they come in the door, and their dishes are on the table, and then we just say, okay, we're done. See ya, and we leave. And it's such a nice feeling. And when people walk into their place, literally, some of them start to cry because they didn't want to move. They were nervous, anxious about the move. It's stressful, and they come in and they're like, "Oh, it's set up just like it was before."
Right.
Oh, it's a great feeling.
I think the biggest thing that we've learned in enjoying working together is that we used to just call you for our retirement moves.
Yes.
Because we thought our senior clientele really need the physical help. They need the presence of someone else in the move. But I've learned over the years how amazing you are for all of our clients making any kind of transition move, because you provide a service level that we aspire to every day.
Yeah.
And it's things like making sure they have dinner, making sure the boxes are in the right rooms, making sure the TV's hung up, trying to take some of the stress out of moving. And I think that is the biggest issue for people, is how do we relieve that stress? And for the little bit of money that people get to spend on you, the joy of the overall experience is through the roof.
Yeah.
So thank you for taking care of our clients.
Oh, listen, whenever the clients call and they say, Sarah Logue referred us, could you come in tomorrow? I say, if Sarah Logue referred you, I can do it today. And can I bring you a coffee? You take such good care of your clients, and they love you. They just love you. Yeah.
We love our clients.
Yeah, I know.
Thanks, Mary.
Oh, thank you. I love it. I love the relationship.
For all the details, please check us out at teamlogue.ca.